If you're in the middle of screen detox with your child and days 1-3 have been absolute hell with nonstop meltdowns and you're wondering if this torture will ever end, something remarkable happens on day 4 that changes everything. Most parents give up on day 3, not knowing they're literally hours away from the breakthrough moment where their child's brain chemistry finally shifts and the desperate intensity suddenly decreases. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what's happening in your child's brain on day 4 and why holding on through day 3 is the most important thing you'll ever do. Day 4 is when the dopamine reset begins. For the first 3 days, your child's brain has been in complete crisis mode because the artificial dopamine source it depended on suddenly disappeared. Their dopamine receptors were so downregulated from constant screen stimulation that nothing natural could activate them. This created the desperate, panicked behavior you've been witnessing. But on day 4, something shifts at the cellular level. Your child's dopamine receptors begin upregulating, meaning they start becoming sensitive to natural stimulation again. For the first time since screen removal, their brain can actually respond to real-world activities with some level of satisfaction. This is why day 4 often brings the first genuine smile, the first moment of actual play, or the first time they seem present with you. The change isn't dramatic or complete. Your child won't suddenly be perfectly regulated on day 4, but the desperate quality to their requests decreases. The meltdowns might still happen, but they're shorter and less intense. They show brief interest in activities that held zero appeal on days 1-3. These small shifts are your child's brain chemistry beginning to heal. Neurologically, here's what's happening. During days 1-3, your child's brain was flooded with stress hormones while simultaneously experiencing dopamine depletion. This combination created maximum dysregulation. By day 4, stress hormone levels begin normalizing while dopamine receptor sensitivity starts improving. The neurochemical storm is passing. Here's your actionable insight. On day 4, you'll feel tempted to reward your child's improved behavior with screen access, or to think, they're doing better, so we can go back to limited screen time. This is the most critical mistake parents make. Day 4 is the beginning of healing, not the completion. Reintroducing screens at this point resets all progress and forces you to start over. Your child needs at least 10 more days of screen-free living for the dopamine reset to consolidate. Day 4 is also when parents feel relief and let their guard down. The constant emotional intensity of days 1-3 was exhausting, so when it eases on day 4, you might think the worst is over and relax your consistency. Maintain the same firm boundaries while celebrating internally that the neurochemical healing has begun. What you'll notice on day 4, your child might play with a toy for 10 minutes instead of 30 seconds. They might laugh at something genuinely funny. They might ask you a question about something other than screens. They might fall asleep easier at bedtime. These small behavioral changes reflect massive neurochemical changes happening beneath the surface. Days 5-7 continue this improvement trajectory. Each day, your child's dopamine sensitivity increases slightly. Each day, natural activities feel a bit more rewarding. Each day, the desperate screen-seeking behavior decreases. By day 7, most parents report their child seems like a different person compared to day 1. The key is understanding that day 3 is the peak of the crisis. If you can survive day 3 without giving in, day 4 brings the reward of seeing your child's brain begin functioning normally again. Most parents who quit do so on day 3, hours before the breakthrough. They interpret the peak intensity as proof the approach isn't working when it's actually proof the neurochemical reset is happening exactly as it should. Day 4 also brings relief for you as the parent. The constant stress of managing intense dysregulation for 3 days straight is exhausting. When your child shows their first signs of regulation on day 4, you can finally breathe. This mutual improvement creates positive momentum that carries you through the second week of recovery. Remember, the dopamine reset beginning on day 4 isn't magic. It's predictable neurochemistry. Your child's brain needed 72 hours of screen-free living to begin rebalancing from addiction. Every hour of those first 3 days was necessary preparation for the day 4 shift. Nothing was wasted, even though it felt unbearable. If you're currently on day 2 or 3 and questioning whether you can continue, this video is your lifeline. Day 4 is coming. The relief is real. Your child's brain is healing even when their behavior suggests otherwise. Hold on through today because tomorrow changes everything. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with relating to your kid's obsession with screens. Click the link or check my bio to discover an ebook that can give you all the skills that you need to stop your child's screen addiction.